Representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes. You are currently caller number 32.
Are you tired of getting blown out of the water by other web hosting solutions? At BladeNode.com, our affordable web hosting and quick customer support is our #1 priority. BladeNode Web Hosting was started with a mission to provide premium hosting at half the price as other hosts without sacrificing features, reliability, and 24/7 customer support with a live technician. Join our community today by visiting BladeNode.com and using promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your first package.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, hello and welcome back once again, race fans, here to the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tonight's Cyber Thunder Pro Cup Series, sponsored by BladeNode.com. Here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, hits the historic North Wilkesboro here tonight. 135 laps for these drivers to try to see who can conquer the old school track, no longer in service. But these drivers going to put on one heck of a show as you see them down there high above here from the Turn 3 blimp above the track at North Wilkesboro. And I tell you what, why don't we take a little look inside view at what your championship point standings looks like coming into week number 7 here at North Wilkesboro for your Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. Championship point standings looking a little something like this. Tanner Tallarico, after last week's race win, extends his points lead It's about 57 points over GT Irizarry. Davey Hendricks sitting right there in third. Brett Hahn in fourth. Tim Rogers in fifth. Eddie Behan sitting right there in number 55, 177 points on the chart for him. Sitting in sixth, Kyle Jett in seventh. Andrew Payne eighth, and Jeff Sharp ninth. And Christine right there rounding out your top 10 in the point standings. Going to roll through a little bit more of the drivers there, as some of them do have a few race wins, but not the consistency to back up the points to have them a little further in the point standings at this point in time in the championship. Well, after I stumbled through all that, get all that done and out the way, how you doing? How you feeling, race fans? Glad you could join us here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. As always, I am Darkside Dave in the Cave here in the Turn 3 Racing Network booth, bringing you all the action here tonight. High above in the Turn 3 Racing Network blimp, looking down at the track. I tell you what, let's see who's out there. Let's see who. Looks like we've got a camera out there. There you go, last week's race winner, Tanner Tallarico, going throwback this week. Right there, look at that, little homage to Jeff Gordon. Digging it right there. Nice job, Tanner, sitting about 8th right now on the speed charts in Happy Hour. Just about 3 minutes remaining here in Happy Hour for the Cyber Thunder BladeNo.com Pro Cup Series drivers to shake down the car the last few final steps that they can. Michael Sturgill, look at him right there, running good here tonight. Looks like he's familiar with North Wilkesboro. That 90 sitting in the third position right now on the speed chart. So good showing here in a Happy Hour for him. He'll see if he can carry that over into qualifying, and hopefully I can transition to some good race speed. Drivers have been mentioning about a little bit of loose race conditions. That may be a little bit of something to do with the just like that, as we see a driver into the outside wall. Look at the weather right there, 78. Right in front of another driver. 102-degree track temperature, so very slick track out here at North Wilkesboro. That's going to present some problems here tonight for the Cyber Thunder BladeNo.com Pro Cup Series drivers. It's going to be a tough task. I'm telling you, 135 laps is nothing to bat your eye at. This is a very, very tough track. And do keep in mind, this is just one of the first tracks of a little bit of a throwback stint for the BladeNo.com series here. Coming up shortly, we'll have Rockingham. Then we go back across the country to Las Vegas and then to Iowa. Rockingham, one of those old school tracks, back-to-back here, feel. So we'll see which one of these drivers can make it through some of these bumpier old school, I call it more driver savvy tracks, in my opinion. Rockingham, very bumpy. You got to know how to hit them bumps and ride through them, be on the gas and things of that nature here. You got to be able to, well, you got to know how to run this track. I'm just going to leave it there. Going to take a look at Nick Fury as he's in his 25 machine. Going to bring it to a stop. Checkered flag paint scheme on that. Travis Everett, one race win to his pocket right now in the season. For Everett, that 13 machine looking to try to see if he can't revisit a podium. Has been a little bit down on the speed lately in the past few weeks. But look for him to try to see what he can do here in qualifying, make up for some points lost in the previous 2 or 3 weeks. Drivers burning up the engine here as the checkered flag going to be displayed here. Driver's going to get kicked off of the track here in any moment. So we'll go, we'll see if we can't find anybody here in just 1 second out there brave enough to go ahead and start their qualifying laps, as the green flag is being displayed now in qualifying for race number 7 here in the Cyber Thunder BladeNo.com Pro Cup Series. BladeNo.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. Drivers already on the track. There you see him. I tell you what, let's jump down there with Kyle Jett as he's up to speed. Already going around Chris Dean, Bradley Beeman also out there. Andrew Payne, Tim Rogers also already beginning his time lap. We'll get that out of the way as soon as some of these drivers begin to actually put down a time lap. Cole Gray right there, Jeff Sharp, Michael Sturgill, David Gainforth sitting right there trying to get his machine up to speed as well. Now Chris Dean going to go top of the speed chart, so we'll get some of this qualifying action out of your way. There you go, Chris Dean on screen right now, driver of that Wonder Woman number 2. Thing is awesome. Michael Sturgill going top of the speed charts. Andrew Payne now crossing the line, gonna shake in second. Where does Mike Grandy, driver of the 12 machine, crossing the line that time by? Gonna slot in 17th on his first time lap. What's he got on his second? Coming back down the backstretch right up next to that outside wall. Gonna try to roll the center back on the throttle here. Good exit, working his way back across the stripe. Where is he gonna shake out? Ooh, not picking up very much, only good enough for 19th right now. Looking for anybody else on track. Looks like Richard Pruitt, driver of the 24 machine. He's beginning his time lap, and it looks like we have an onboard camera. There you go. Gyro camera here on the 2:48.24 right here of Richard Pruitt. And Pruitt gonna bring it to a stop. Interesting. Gonna bring it to a stop, so we'll jump out there now with Andy Cook, driver of the 57 machine. Andy crossing the stripe that time by to begin his first time lap. Oh, well out of the gas. This is gonna be a throwaway lap. First time lap, not gonna be very good for Cork. 67 gonna have to make up a lot of ground, a lot of time here on his second time lap. Clark going all the way to third with his time lap, but Michael Sturgill still sitting top of the speed charts right now. Quick time, 17:58. Cork pushing it off the corner, crossing the line. Where's he going to jump from? 22nd, looks like that's where he's going to stay now. Jay Morris out there on track in the 27 machine beginning his time lap. First time lap, 23rd on the speed chart. All the way up to 7th for Morris. First time lap. Heck of a lap right there. Gonna be hard to improve that one. Sounds like he was out of the throttle right there. Gonna give it up. 7th gonna be where he's gonna stay. Looking out there on track. Not seeing anybody else on track just yet. So we'll remain right here as we're about... Oh man, we're not even halfway into this 10-minute qualifying session, and we've already got 26 drivers with a qualifying time in the bag. Michael Sturgill sitting pretty top of the speed chart. Quick time, 17:58. Looks like Eddie Behan thinking about going out. Tanner Tallarico gonna go out on track. We'll take a look at him as he makes his way around. Tallarico 14th with his first time lap down through 3 and 4. Where's he going to come out? Looks like he's not sure what he's doing. Sounded like he's playing with the gears there. Not sure what that's all about. Not going to improve on his second time lap. We'll jump out there now with Jamie Beasley, driver of the 29 machine. 27 drivers have put in a time lap. Make that 28. Where does Beasley go? First time lap. That's actually going to be the start of his first time lap. Eddie Behan beginning his time lap now as we're just halfway through this 10-minute qualifying session here in the Cyber Thunder. BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Beasley back down the back stretch into turn 3. Coming off a 4, back across the stripe, trying to improve that 25th starting position, crossing the stripe. Where's he going to go? Ooh, only good enough for 26. Bob Rogerson beginning his time lap. We'll take a look at him as he's up to speed. I believe we do have an onboard camera with him as well. We'll jump on board now with the driver of that 78 machine. And Rogerson gonna be good enough for 17th. He's gonna come to a crawl. We'll see if we don't have anybody out there on the track right now. Looks like 30 drivers with a qualifying time. Brett Hahn, Crank Bell, Zach Shahalis. Only drivers not to put in a qualifying time with about 3.5 minutes left here in qualifying. We're gonna step away, pay a few of the bills here at the Turn 3 Racing Network. Ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere. We'll head back trackside for the national anthem, get things ready to go, fired up for the green flag here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be right back.
The field is rolling on back straightaway.
Get ready. This is going to be tight. Out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen. The All-American 400 is underway.
Gotta be careful. The bumps here can get you every time. Entering the corner, exiting the corner.
so proudly wailed at the twilight's last gleaming but stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rackets regular, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Yes, sir, that's how you fire it off on a Thursday night here in the Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. Your starting lineup for tonight's race looks a little something like this. The 90 of Michael Sturgill walking away with the pole position. Just to his outside, the 93 of Andrew Payne. Second row, Bryson Clark. Brett Hahn. Row number 3, Travis Everett and Mike Berg. There you have it right there. My goodness, what a field here tonight. Look at the top 10. GT Irizarry second in points, starting in 10th here tonight. Jeff Sharp rounding out your top 12. A lot of big names back through here. There you see your points leader starting 16th, all the way middle of the field here. 32 drivers on the pylon here tonight. We'll have to see how these drivers fail as Zach Shahalis gonna round out the field here tonight for race number 7 for Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. Chevy Silverado pace truck gonna duck off this time. We'll get set to go. Green flag racing for the first time tonight. Green flag in the air and back on the gas. Once again, Michael Sturgill down into turn number 1. No problem for him. Hot battle for second place. Now Bryson Clark sitting in third, trying to keep the momentum. The 71 of Brett Hahn looking to pass on the outside. Brett the Jet, there you see him. High side hustling once again, sitting in the 4th spot. 5th right behind him, Mike Berg. Travis Everett sitting in 6th. Hustling back through the back. There do you see GT Irizarry in the 4 machine running the bottom as well. The 25 just behind him. A lot of battles going on. The 17 Hot Hornets Nest. Tanner Tallarico finds himself back here struggling. 15th, trying to make his way back up through and inside the top 10. A lot of battles out here on the track. My goodness gracious. They're everywhere. Battle at the front of the field still right here. Michael Sturgill starting to open up at the front. Half a second race lead over Andrew Payne. Bryson Clark still running in that 3rd spot, trying to chase down Andrew Payne in the 93 machine. Brett Hahn right there in the 71, still trying to chase down them. Mike Berg right on the tail end of Hahn. Tim Rogers not going anywhere either. He's right here in the 48 machine, just about 2 car lengths off of that 81. You hear a little beating and banging going on back through the field. We'll check in back here. There's the 91 machine of Tyler Brennan. Eric Anderson, Bill Jett, Brian Dorsey running right there as well, just with these drivers. Back inside the top 10, we'll take a look back at this battle, this long string of cars, all single file now. It's going to be who gets the run and who's willing to push the pace. Just in front of Tim Rogers and Brett Hahn, there's a battle. Bryson Clark right there in 3rd spot, trying to keep the spot from Mark Berg. Berg having a little bit of issues as the caution comes out looks like we've had a little bit of an incident on track. We'll wait, see how it all shakes out here. Take a look back now with the Turn 3 Racing Network replay. See what happened here. Looks like it involved David Gainforth. We'll see if we can't take a look back now. Looks like we're getting a thumbs up. See what happened here. There you see contact between Gainforth, but there was already contact between a lot of other drivers, and there you see it once again. Just cars going a little bit of haywire, but contact between Gainforth and another driver, and the right front has seen better days on that 101, but a lot of other drivers also involved. Nick Fleury, Eddie Behan, Andy Cork, also involved in off-track excursions. So, and a little bit of a separate event there, as we'll go back live at the front of the field with your pole sitter, your race leader, Michael Sturgill. He continues to lead the field here tonight. Only race leader so far. 10 laps into this 135-lap race for Cyber Thunder. BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. I tell you what, let's see if gonna keep our eye on the pace truck here. Make sure before we go and do anything. Was thinking about seeing if we couldn't dial up that 90 of Michael Sturgill, as he is your race leader, your pole sitter here tonight. Has led every lap, but I do believe we're gonna get the one to go this time, as it looks like a few drivers ready to go double file already. So Chevy Silverado pace truck lights gonna go out this time by as he crosses the stripe. Yes, indeed, there they go, down and away. We're set to go back. Green flag racing once again here at North Wilkesboro. Under caution for the first time after a multi-incident misfortune, something like that. Keep an eye on Hain, huh? Hain and Tallarico. All right, I'll keep my eye on them. Tallarico looks like he's going to restart back in the 16th spot. Hahn sitting in the 5th spot. On the gas, Sturgill. Green flag flies once again here at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Stacking them up going into turn number 1. Bryson Clark fighting down there on the inside in that number 73 machine. Oh my goodness, big train of cars. Double file. Look at them all. Tallarico right there. There you have it. You wanted to take a look at him. GT Irizarry just in front of him down on the inside. My goodness, it is a scrum of cars. The 34 of Tom Richter right there as well. The 34 sporting that BladeNode.com paint scheme. Oh my goodness. Contact. Big pile up back here in the back. Try to take a look here, see what happens. And there you see it happening in front of Mike Grandy. Grandy nowhere to go, just kind of caught up in some mess. I tell you what, let's see if we can't go up here with Zach Shahalis. See what Shahalis may have seen here. It's a little bit in front of Shahalis as well. But nonetheless, he's caught up in it. 27 machine looks like he was involved as well. A lot of drivers caught up in this. Nick Fleury, once again, Crank Bell, Bradley Beeman, Eric Moyer, David Gainforth, Mike Grandy, all caught up in this latest incident. Oh my. Well, we'll go back to the front with your race leader as he has made his way back behind the Chevy Silverado pace truck. I'll tell you what. Let's see if we can't, see if we can't liven things up here and see if we can't reach out and get a word or two in with your race leader, your pole sitter here tonight, Michael Sturgill. It's Dave in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, got a copy.
Hey, my man. How you doing? How you feeling?
Oh, just hanging out.
Hanging out Sunday drive right now, huh?
Something like that. Just trying to stay smooth.
Well, man, you went out and snatched the pole here tonight. Is that what you think it's going to take, the absolute track position here? Is track position what going to be king here at North Wilkesboro?
Oh yeah, definitely. It's hard to climb up through the field here, so track position's definitely going to be key to this race.
All right, my man. Well, you're about to get the one to go, so we'll let you go. But before we do, you want to give any shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody on the side of the car?
Yeah, shout out to my guy who does the paints, keeps me looking fresh. Shout out to you guys for broadcasting. Shout out to the admins, drivers in the league.
All right, my man. Well, good luck. Elbows up.
Thank you.
All right, there you have it. Few words from your race leader, Michael Sturgill. He's going to try to keep the field behind him. He believes that track position is going to be quite important here tonight, and I would absolutely agree with that. Track position definitely going to be king at a track like North Wilkesboro, as well as Rockingham when we head off there next Thursday night. Green flag flies once again here in Cyber Thunder. BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series stacking them up once again. The 4 of GT Eras already having a little bit of a moment back behind the race leaders now, washing up the track in his Bush Apple Ale. Number 4 machine, the 48. The Coca-Cola right there. Tim Rogers running down the track. Ooh, nice move there. Heading off into the next corner. Michael Sturgill continues the battle. Now look at that. Andrew Payne round the outside, hustling it right there. Almost tail slap. Oh, and into the 90 of Sturgill. Sturgill into the wall. Oh my goodness. Parking lot, turn number 1, cleanup, aisle 3. Hard impact after slight contact. Michael Sturgill goes around, more cars pile in, trying to slow down, and the carnage and chaos just continues down into turn number 1. After that one, we'll take one more look at it here. There you see all the other drivers they're trying to slow down, just nowhere to go. Parking lot ensues. Tough break for that 90 of Michael Sturgill after taking the pole position here tonight and leading every lap until that race incident. Andrew Payne was able to make his way by slight contact, and that is all it took to get the 90 out of shape into the outside wall. And then, well, traffic jam on I-85 or I-26 if you're from my area here in North Carolina, you know what I mean. That's right, here in North Carolina. You heard it. Right here. Home state, homebound here. North Wilkesboro, Charlotte, Rockingham. All right in the backyard, back playground. Well, we find ourselves under caution once again here tonight. So want to take a moment to say thank you to each and every one of you out there stopping by here tonight for the Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I certainly appreciate it. I know these drivers appreciate it. If you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up. Let them know you appreciate it, what they do out there each and every week for you here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And without you, there'd be no us. So a big shout out and salute to each and every one of you for tuning in, not just here tonight, but each and every night, whether it's myself, Darkside Dave in the Cave here in the Turn 3 Racing Network booth, or anybody else back at the Turn 3 Racing headquarters. We do appreciate each and every one of you each and every time you stick around, family, friends, and fans alike. We appreciate you all. Well, All that being said here, lap number 26 out of 135 scheduled in the official race distance. These drivers all have 3 sets of tires here tonight at North Wilkesboro. I believe it is 3 sets. It may be 4. Let me check those notes. I believe it is actually 4 sets of tires here at North Wilkesboro tonight. I could be wrong on that, because I didn't write that down. So, yeah, you know how that one is. Either way, 4 sets of tires, 135 laps here at North Wilkesboro. That is going to be asking a lot. Pace truck gonna drop to the inside this time by Andrew Payne. Will have control of the field. Mike Berg gonna start to his outside. Brett Hahn in third. Bryson Clark fourth. Green flag flies once again here at North Wilkesboro. Down into turn number 1, side by side for your top 10 positions on track. GT Rosari right there in the 4. In the 7th spot, the leaders still side by side trying to back up. Show you as much of the action as we can. As close moment there for that 71 of Brett Hahn. 73 of Bryson Clark making his way to the outside. Just behind him, the 17 of Kyle Jett, Tim Rogers, GT Rosari, Travis Everett, and Tanner Tallarico now inside the top 10, running in the 9th position. That one machine is on his way to the front. Tim Richter right behind him. Christine sitting in the 11th spot. So Richter just now cracking inside of that top 10. I think we're going to have more laps under green than caution. I don't know what we could better work out on that. I tell you what. I say we're going to have more green flag laps than caution laps here tonight. And if I'm wrong, Doug, you get you message me, and I'll get you a turn 3 shirt. How about that? Ooh, stack up just in front of the drivers here. Looks like a little bit of a moment towards the front of the field. The 17 stacking them up. Now the 73 struggling. More contact back through the back of the field. You can hear all the drivers kind of beating and banging. This a little bit of a short track racing here. And my goodness, you are not playing Tanner Tallarico, not messing around at all. That one machine there, you see him right now hunting down that 13 of Travis Everett. Then going to try to pick off the 4 of GT Rosari. Tallarico sitting in the 8th spot. He started way back in the field, has picked up 8 positions from the start of the race. Brian Dorsey, big shout out to Dorsey, one of the bigger movers here tonight, as well as Jamie Beasley. Beasley sitting right there in the 29 machine. Beasley up 12 positions here tonight so far. Dorsey up 10 positions from where he started out, so that 9 on the move as well. The 91 of Tyler Beeman right there sitting in 17th spot. Beeman trying to make his way through the field as well. Eric Anderson, Mike Grandy. That's a little bit of a scrum going on back of the pack right around that 20th position. Drivers from there on out having some issues here tonight. We still have 23 drivers on the lead lap as we cross the line to begin lap 37. That time by Mike Berg, still at the front of the field. Brett Hahn trying to take it now on the inside. High side prevailing for the moment. Back into turn number 1. Close side by side. They touch. Got to be careful not to rub the fenders, not to crinkle them in a little bit here. Can put a little bit of stress on those tires, and having a tire go down here at North Wilkesboro, not something you want. All right, Doug, done deal. You heard it here tonight. If by some chance these drivers end up with more caution laps than green flag laps, Dark Side Dave Worrell, we'll give Doug Buchanan a Turn 3 Racing Network t-shirt for free. Absolutely free. No shipping and handling involved. There you go. Battle at the front of the field still underway between Berg and Hahn. Hahn has been hunting the front of the field since the drop of the green flag. Made up a few positions, two positions to be exact. Started in that 4th spot here tonight. Now running in that 2nd spot. Kyle Jett sitting in 3rd. Has made up a ton of ground. 10 positions so far here tonight. Bryson Clark dropping 1 spot from his starting position back to the 4th spot. Tim Rogers rounds out your top 5. Still battling at the front of the field, and that's slowly bringing Kyle Jett into play. That 17 machine is going to creep on in here in the next 2 to 3 laps, and he's knocking on the door, already closing in to about a half a car length of that 71 of Brett Hahn. Hahn going to be under fire now, so he's going to have to be on the tack, but also defend as well. That's a tough task here at a very tough track like North Wilkesboro. These 3 drivers have broken away from the rest of the field by about a 2.5 second gap. We'll continue to watch this, but there are some tight and heavy battles back through the field. Tanner Tallarico has made up yet another spot now into the top 7. Going to be interesting to see how these leaders deal with this race traffic that they're going to run into here. All 3 of them cannot go in contact with the race leaders. Oh my goodness. Brett. Oh my goodness. Brett Hahn into the outside wall after contact with the back marker. That's not going to go over well. Temper's going to be flaring for sure. That is not a good look. Mike Berg narrowly escaping as well as Kyle Jett. Oh my goodness, one more look at it here, and there's the contact. The 67 just trying to keep it off the outside wall. Unfortunately, contact with the race leaders. And the 71 machine, slight contact. I don't think the front end's going to be too damaged. Fortunately, he's going to lose a ton of track position, and he is going to have to race his guts out for the rest of the night. And look for him to come to pit road, try to beat out the fenders, get some fresh tires, and try to make a run to the front, as it looks like the entire field going to come to pit road this time by. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick commercial break, step away from the mic. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with your green flag action here from North Wilkesboro. And back trackside as the pace truck ducks off. Green flag back in the air. The 17 on the gas. Bryson Clark gets a good start on the outside. Now back to the inside. Clark gonna take the position away from Kyle Jett. Jett had a little bit of a jump there on the outside. I apologize getting the names mixed up there for a moment. Mike Berg now sitting back in the third spot. He's going to have to deal with Tim Rogers, JGT, Irizarry, Tanner Tallarico. Round out your top 5 and 6 position. There you see Tallarico working to the inside of the 4. The 4 almost bangs in to that outside wall. There's the 13 now creeping in. Here comes Travis Everett, Chris Dean, Tom Richter as well. Now inside the top 10, Jeff Sharp rounds out your top 10. Now falling back to 11th, back into 10th, Bob Rogerson. There's a battle back here for the 10th spot, 11th, 12th, 13th. Oh my gosh, all the way through the field. Every position on the track right now hotly contested. We had 33 drivers take to the starting grid here tonight. We've still got 31 drivers out there on the track running. 21 drivers left on the lead lap as we have made our way just outside, just creeping up towards the halfway point here tonight. Race number 7 in Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. BladeNode contact. The 44 goes around. Cole Gray with contact. He goes around. No caution flag comes out for that one. We'll take a look, see what happened there with Cole Gray. No caution going to come out. We'll take a look back here with this. See how that all went down, stacking up in front of him and just not able to check up. Contact from the 78, and around went that 44. No caution, so we stay green flag. Kyle Jett continues to lead the race. Now that 17 machine has about a half of a car length and now begins the gap. That 81 of Mike Berg GT Irizarry has taken over to that the third spot in the 4 machine. Tanner Tallarico falling to the wayside, back to 5th position. Bryson Clark now into 6th. Gonna go a little bit different on you here, a little bit higher above one of our drone cams here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you like some of the cameras and views you see here tonight from the track or the car, head on down in the description. You can find the link. Esteban can hook you up, whether it's the cars or the tracks. Got everything you want, providing all the camera shots here at the Turn 3 Racing Network, so don't be shy. Head on down there in the description. Click the link. I promise you won't be disappointed. Great shots all around here at North Wilkesboro. Back at the front of the field, the 17 has started to slowly maintain and pick away a little bit more of a gap lap after lap. Oh, and Berg hard into the outside wall off of turn number 2. That 81 pancake that right side. That is not going to be good for him as we take a look. That's going to make the handling that's already ill a little bit worse for the the 4. Under stress right now. He's got Tim Rogers and Tanner Tallarico not far behind. Look for the 4 to maybe give the inside up and let that 48 machine by, but he's going to have to be careful because that's going to open the door for Tallarico. Travis Everett not too far behind, about a second now, and the longer this battle takes place, the closer Everett is going to get. No, the 27 machine up the track and out of the way, letting all the drivers by. The 27 machine already down multiple laps here tonight, just trying to move out of the way. Jay Morris just trying to get all the laps that he can here tonight, get all the points that he can here. Long season for these drivers, but the chase creeping up slowly here. Just a handful of races remaining before the chase begins. I believe it's about tonight, and I believe maybe 5 or 6 more races before. Oh, and contact! 14 almost goes around as GT Irizarry. Patience wearing contact, more contact, 3 wide. That's not going to work at North Wilkesboro. Tanner Tallarico, he's lucky to get by. No contact through that scrum and mess. Travis Everett right there in the 13. He's gained all that time. Over a second he has gained, and that means these drivers have lost that much time to the drivers in front, as Kyle Jett, Mike Berg, and GT Irizarry have set sail on the field. There you see your race leader to the 17 of Kyle Jett. He's got about a second lead over Mike Berg, running in second. Just behind him you'll find about another second and a half, 2 seconds behind your race leader GT Irizarry, running in that third spot. Then the closest battle for position, because there's a lot of drivers right here for position. And look at this. After that early race contact in spin, almost into the outside wall, that's 71 of Brett Hahn. What a recovery. All the way back up inside the top 10, now knocking on the door of the top 5. He's chasing down the 13 of Travis Everett. Right there is Tim Rogers. Tanner Tallarico now inside the top 5, running in the 4th spot. He's going to see if he can't get by GT Irizarry and then try to track down your race leader. Your race leaders, those two, they've checked out, man. And right now it kind of seems like that 4 machine he's holding up. It looks like, I don't want to say he's holding up the entire field, but it looks like a lot of the drivers behind him a little bit quicker through the corner, just not able to get the position and get the power down and make the pass. So the 4 maintains that position, maintains that 3rd spot. Rest of the field kind of log jammed up behind him as the gaps begin to dwindle away. The field slowly coming back together. Here you go, close battle right here. Tom Richter and Chris Dean, they're battling for position. Bryson Clark, here comes the 2. Chris Dean right there. A little bit of a blink right there for Dean. Andrew Payne not too far off right now, about a second and a half, but he's going to close up really quick. We'll take a look. There you see, second and a half right now, and as these drivers continue to battle off in front, all the way up in the 3rd spot, all the way back here, Andrew Payne in 11th has already closed that distance, already down to just a half a second. He was just a second and a half a lap ago. That just lets you know how quick you can make up the time and how quick you're going to lose the time to these drivers right here. Mike Berg sitting in that 2nd spot. Long green flag run here tonight at North Wilkesboro after an early rash of cautions. We have stayed green flag ever since our 3rd caution here tonight. Lap number 80 out of the 135 scheduled here tonight. Mike Berg continues to run in second. Kyle Jett now with a comfortable 2.5 second race lead over that 81 to 17, enjoying what he's got in front of him. And I tell you what, why don't we show you what he's got in front of him? Go down with one of our onboard cameras here tonight. I believe we've got one of our gyro cams here tonight on board with that 17 of Kyle Jett. There you can see a little bit of right front damage on Jett. If you remember, there was some slight contact earlier in the race with the outside wall, and there you can see what it'll do to you. I guess fortunately enough, not enough to worry about, and Jett has made the most of it and stepped away to now over a 3.5 second race lead over the field, and he is picking them up and laying them down, putting more cars one lap down. We're left to just 19 cars on the lead lap, and he's going to put yet another driver one lap down. Bradley Beeman looks like he's going to go a lap down off of turn number 2. And there you, oh! Didn't even see that coming. Switch camera views there for just a moment. And whoo, that was almost a fresh one right there for us. My goodness, what happened to Chris Wold? Wold down multiple laps here tonight already. Let's take a look, see what happened. There you see a little bit of contact, and Wold, oh, hard impact into that inside wall. And he's just going to lock it up, stay there as the field works its way by. Now going to go to the inside. Smart man, just kind of hang out, sit there, and let everything take place. Looks like your field has made their way to their pit boxes as we are back live at the front. I tell you what, as the field has made their way to pit road, we're going to step away for just a brief commercial break, pay a few bills. You know how that goes. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Representatives are currently busy. Please stay on the line, and your call will be answered by the next available representative. The estimated hold time is currently less than 96 minutes. You are currently caller number 32.
Are you tired of getting blown out of the water by other web hosting solutions? At BladeNode.com, our affordable web hosting and quick customer support is our #1 priority. BladeNode Web Hosting was started with a mission to provide premium hosting at half the price as other hosts without sacrificing features, reliability, and 24/7 customer support with a live technician. Join our community today by visiting BladeNode.com and using promo code BLADE10 for 10% off your first package.
And back track side as the field has caught up to the Chevy Silverado Pace truck. Lights have gone out, 1 to go. And we will get back. Green Flag Racing once again. Heck of a pit stop for that one of Tanner Tallarico. Look at that, all the way up into that outside position. He'll start just to the outside of your race leader, Kyle Jett. Mike Berg going to sit just behind him. Chevy Silverado Pace truck going to duck off this time. Bound will set to go back. Green Flag Racing and on the gas. Green Flag flies back at it once again down into turn number 1. Tallarico trying to make the high side work. Not going to happen. Berg right there on the bumper of that 17. Now outside just in front of the 13 of Travis Everett. Tough battle back there. GT Irizarry battling with Brett Hahn. Tim Rogers, Bryson Clark, Tim Richter, and Chris Dean round out your top 10. Close battle as Tallarico has made the outside work, but caution flag flies. Not sure he made the pass before the caution flag flew right there. Andrew Payne involved in this latest incident. We'll see what happened. Oh, and just contact with the 2 and then a little bit more contact. Yeah. Oh, that's a hard hit right there towards the end. A lot of drivers piling in there towards the end of that one. Jeff Sharp, Bob Rogerson, Bradley Beeman, Chris Wold also involved. Eric Anderson, Andrew Payne, Nick Fleury all caught up in this latest incident here from North Wilkesboro. There you see Andrew Payne down onto pit road. fixing up his machine. And looks like, race officials timing and scoring showing Tanner Tallarico completed the pass before that caution flag flew. And here you go. You know what they say, cautions breed cautions. But we'll see if these drivers can't set into another long green flag run to the end here as we work our way around this track under caution. Gonna take lap number 94 this time by out of the 135 scheduled in the official race distance. Man, what a night. And I tell you what, these drivers gonna have a handful next week. A little bit different style racing when you head to Rockingham. But these drivers are going to have their hands full next week. Then it's going to be a high side hustling shootout at Las Vegas. Then another short track Saturday night feel when these drivers head back to Iowa for round number 10. That's going to be another show under the lights as well. That's going to be a great night here to see. Can't wait till we get actually to Rockingham. Absolutely love that place. Love this place as well, North Wilkesboro. One of my favorite tracks on the racing simulator platform. So I'm glad Junior did what he did and pushed to get this scanned. And a big shout out to Junior for all he does. And I'm gonna go ahead and plug this. May get in trouble for it, but if you haven't checked out Lost Speedways, I don't care how you check it out, you need to check it out. Absolutely phenomenal series. Hands down, the coolest stuff ever. I wish I could say it, but family friendly all the time. You know how that, but you know what I mean. Like it's really, really, it's awesome. If you're a fan of racing, you'll absolutely love it and enjoy it. I can promise you that. And what do you say, Doug? We still got that deal? If I win, you just got to tune in tomorrow night, 9:30, when we go live for the Trick or Treat Triple here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Tomorrow night, Halloween. Fun action coming at you. But right now, some racing action coming at you. Pace car down and away. Green flag flies. Once again, here in Cyber Thunder, BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series, BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Tanner Tallarico, well and away on the restart, has about a half a car race lead right now. That gap's going to grow off of turn number 4. Hot and bothered right now, running in that second spot. The 17 of Kyle Jett. He's got Everett Berg on right there, running that 4-car battle. Slide contact now between the 81 and 71. Temper's gonna flare. Fist may fly by the end of the night. This is gonna be a rough one coming to the end. Here comes the 4 of GT Irizarry. He's battling and pushing on the bumper of the 71 machine of Han. Now here comes some more drivers pushing and shoving their way up through the front. Not necessarily pushing and shoving. I'm just saying, what's the right word? Not necessarily intimidating. Distracting, maybe. Something like annoying. Something like that. I hope it's already over. No, I'm just kidding, bud. Ooh, and the 17 a little bit out of shape. Woo! Kyle Jett a little bit out of shape there, getting sideways just in front of GT Irizarry as Brett Hahn trying to take that spot down to the inside. Hahn trying to make it work back down through the front stretch into turn number 1. Still side by side as they try to make their way up to that 81 of Mike Berg. Berg has that 3rd spot. Everett now up into 2nd as Tallarico has set sail. Has about almost a 2-second gap already over that 2nd place runner of Everett. Everett, no stranger to the front. 1 race win on the season so far here for Everett. So, don't sleep on them. As well as that 4 of GT Irizarry. No race win for Irizarry yet, but he's got 3 top 5s, 3 top 10s on the season. Well, if he's got 3 top 5s, obviously he's got 3 top 10s. Close battle now as Brett Hahn tries to take the third spot away from the 81 of Mark Berg. Looks like he's going to be able to do it. Hahn going to slot now into that third spot and see if he can't set his sights out to run down Travis Everett and running in that second spot. We'll take a look back up at the front with your race leader, Tanner Tallarico. As I already said, he had about a second and a half. Now that's back down to about 0.6 of a second. Then they've got 2 seconds back to Brett Hahn. So a little bit of a gap and security blanket being built up here at the front with these front 2 runners. 29 laps remaining here at North Wilkesboro Speedway in week number 7 for Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. BladeNode.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. Tallarico, no stranger to the front, and that may be something this field does not want to see. Him at the front already to victory lane 2 times so far this season. Keep in mind he won last week in caution. Flag flies once again here at North Wilkesboro. We'll take a look back, see if we can't see what happened. And not actually seeing, not actually showing anything. Looks like Jamie Beasley in the 29 was involved. I apologize. Yeah, there you see, it looks like Beasley and Wold, contact being made between them and the corner. And a long slide there for the 29, trying to catch it. More drivers being involved, just still trying to catch it. Just nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Long wreck there. Just waiting to happen. The 29 finally gets it spun around. And that's going to bring the caution out here once again at North Wilkesboro. So we'll bring it back to the front with your race leader, the one of Tanner Tallarico. I'm not sure that's something he would have liked to have seen, but I wonder how many of these drivers are going to want to come to pit road and get some fresh tires here. I wish we had a time to make a deal on this one. I say out of your top 15, nobody comes. And I think I'm right. Haha. I kind of cheated there. Like 7 of them had already passed pit road. Oh, I don't know. It's if you know me, you know. I mean, Well. Some familiar faces at the front. Tanner Tallarico hunting a third win. Travis Everett hunting a second win. Brett Hahn, he's just hunting his first win. Hahn, he's got 3 top 5s on the season. So Hahn hunting his first win. He's right there running in third. Kyle Jett trying to break into victory lane for the first time. Jett with a few top 10s so far this season as well. GT Irizarry running right there in 5th spot. As we already mentioned, Irizarry 3 top 5s already on the season. Tom Richter, he'd like to get a good solid finish here today. Richter having a little bit of trouble in the earlier races so far this season, but sitting pretty right now. And, well, here we go. Caution lights out. Chevy Silverado pace truck gonna make the left-hand turn once again, this time by. While I have another brief moment, do want to say thank you to each and every one of you joining us here tonight on Turn 3 Racing Network. Whether you're the fan, friend, family, or just a casual stopper by, we do appreciate you each and every time you join and tune in here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And green flag flies once again. Tallarico on the gas. Everett on the inside, not getting a good start. Kyle Jett trying to hustle on the outside. Pushed that one to the race lead. No trouble for Tallarico. Now Everett gonna try to take that top side away from Hahn. Try to throw the block by going up to the top. That's gonna leave the door open for Jet. Jet gonna have that high side now as Hahn trying to run that bottom. Everett running the top right there behind the one of Tallarico. 20 laps to go that time by field. All right here with each other. Your top 5 all within 1 second of each other, trying to track each other down, trying to play a little bit of chess, and a little bit of a bump right there from Hahn on Everett, letting him know, hey, I'm here and I think I'm faster. Oh, little bit of trouble. Berg sideways, trying to save it. Oh my gosh. I don't know how Berg saved that. Losing a ton of positions, but not losing the car. Berg gonna be a little hot underneath that helmet. We'll have to keep our eye on him as he makes his way back up through the field. More contact. Look at the battles going on here. That's for 13th, 12th, 13th, 14th position on the track. So if you're battling that hard for that spot, imagine how hard you're battling up here at the front. Tallarico has not walked away. Here's Everett. Hahn right there in third. Tom Richter sitting in fourth. Fifth place, Kyle Jet. Eddie Behan right there in sixth. Tim Rogers, Mike Berg, GT Irizarry, and Bryson Clark round out your top 10 with only 16 laps remaining here at North Wilkesboro. Who's gonna take the top spot? Can Tallarico make it 2 in a row? Hahn all over the 13's bumper. Everett doing what he can to stay in front. Hahn not having any of it. That man is trying to get back to that top spot, trying to make it back to the front. There you go, on board just above the roof line of that 71 of Hahn. Just a moment to see how close he is to that 13. What a great battle right here at the front of the field. Now Hahn looking to go to the outside. He's going to get cut off by the 13. Not really a slide job now. Oh, looking to the inside. Can he catch him out? Get the power down off of 4. Close off of, drag race back into turn number 1. Can Hahn make the pass work here? Can he get the power down off of 2? Here comes the 34 of Richter. Richter trying to make the pass work once the door was open. And where did Berg come from? What a recovery by Berg. Huge slide and a big drive back to the front. And now he is all over that 13. Can Berg get back up there to Tallarico? Looks like he's able to get the spot away from the 13 machine. Everett now falling to the wayside. Mark Berg looking to the inside of Tallarico into turn 1. Battle for the race lead, 11 laps to go. Mark Berg with a big moments ago. About 10 laps ago, Berg was sideways. Now that 81 machine down to the inside, making it work. Back to the front. New race leader, the 81 of Mike Berg, back to the front, top spot, looking sweet. Oh my goodness. Big drive from the 71 as well, as Everett continues to struggle in that 13 machine, as the 71 of Hahn looking to the outside. 8 laps to go. GT Irizarry involved in a crash. Ooh, let's see what happened with the number 4 here. Ooh, contact between him and the 25. He goes around. More drivers and just not able to get the car right. And then more contact with the 25 machine. And that is going to bring us back under caution once again. Not something your race leader would have liked to have seen Mike Berg. He's going to he's going to have a pretty good restart here. And I can imagine with drivers staying out last time by, drivers not going to make their way to pit road this time by. So I tell you what, while we've got a chance, while we've got a moment here, let's see if we can't dial up your race leader Mike Berg, is Dave in the booth? You got a copy?
Yeah, Dave, I've got you.
Hey, bud, how you doing?
Slightly not as good as I was doing about 3 laps ago under green.
A little bit of nerves kicking in, a little nervous here?
No. Well, it depends. Tanner didn't pit. Bryson didn't pit. Tom didn't pit. Can you tell me who the first one who pitted was?
I don't believe I'm allowed to divulge any type of that information. It would be bad for me to tell you that the guy that's going to start behind you has the same tires as you do. I mean, it wouldn't be gentleman of me to do something like that, so I can't say that.
I understand completely. Luckily, the guy who starts behind me has been slower than me all night, so I'm worried about guys behind him with those 4 fresh tires because, oh my goodness, I don't know if I've seen a tire advantage that bad in a long time. I was killing them.
Well, yeah, you had a few moments here tonight, fortunately, as of right now, fortunately. You were able to make your way back up through the field, drive to the front, drive around the field right there. Feel pretty good on your restart here?
It's been a weird kind of night. Coming back through, well, I was involved in a wreck with a lapped car and then 2 of the leaders at one point, and I've got a whole bunch of right side damage because I don't know how to turn coming off turn 4. So I have no right to be anywhere near the lead in this race. It's all due to that tire gamble, which so far has worked out. We'll see if it works out in the long run. What ended up happening there is a couple times I got chopped really bad by guys with old tires, and that had to do an evasive maneuver. But I just gotta block in the most legal and non-threatening way possible.
All right, my man. Well, with the one to go, we'll let you go. But before we do, good luck. Elbows up. Would you like to give any shout-outs, thank yous, thank anybody on the side of the car?
I'll save that for after the race.
All right, my man. Well, good luck. We'll look forward to maybe talking to you here in just a moment. All right, there you have it. That was Mike Berg, your race leader right now, driver of the 81 machine. Feels pretty good about his spot, but doesn't want to talk until after the race. Chevy Silverado pace truck gonna duck off. Green flag flying once again back on the gas. The 81 has the inside and advantage. Tallarico on the outside digging. Here comes the 73 once again. Bryson Clark looking to the inside of Tanner Tallarico. The 81 clears the field. Now the 73 side by side with the 1, stacking them up. The 2 get sideways back through the field. They're parking lotting it up. Caution flag flies once again. Yes, you heard it here. They're parking lotting it up. Because watch this. You'll see it just a moment here. Oh. And as he makes his way around the front stretch, there you see it. Absolutely has to stop because there are cars everywhere. I believe half the field crashed right there. Oh my goodness, there's the 2. There you see more contact. Brett Hahn involved, the 13 involved, the 48, the 24, the 78, the 4, the 43. Oh my goodness, I don't... Mike Berg, Bryson Clark, Tanner Tallarico, those were the drivers not involved. I think it may be easier to say it that way. Oh my goodness. Well, green-white checkered here at North Wilkesboro for the Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. BladeNode.com, simple web solutions powered by nerds. We talked to Mike Berg, your race leader, moments ago under caution before that latest restart. Now we will have another restart, our first attempt at a green-white checkered finish here. A lot of these drivers on older tires, so the tires spin, something that's got to be on the back of these minds of these drivers, something these crew chiefs may be mentioning right now as these drivers are making their way around the track. These tires are going to get a little bit colder, so it's going to be a little bit rougher when they get back on the gas. Going to have to ease back onto the throttle keep the rear end hooked up. And, man, I tell you what, with some of the dominating performances that we've seen over the past few race weekends, no real driver out here just purely dominating here tonight. We've had multiple race leaders here tonight. We've had some great race battles. We've had great side-by-side racing all through the field. So a big shout-out to each and every one of you drivers, and a big shout-out to each and every one of you out there watching here tonight, whether it's the fans, friends, or family. We salute and appreciate each and every one of you. If you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up, click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side. Get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. With that being said, Pace Truck lights gonna go out this time. We're gonna get set to go back green flag racing and find out who's gonna be able to make it to victory lane here in week number 7 at North Wilkesboro in the Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. The 73 of Bryson Clark has got to be on it when the green flag flies here. Waiting. Green flag flies. We're back at it once again. The 73 gets a great jump that time. He's got to make it work on the outside. Can he pull it off? Bryson Clark pulls the pass on the outside. High side hustling after a great restart here. Got to make it back to the line. Caution flag flies. Final lap. Caution flag flies. Field gonna slow it down. That's gonna be it. What a restart. The 73 of Bryson Clark. Man, I said he's gonna have to have a great restart, and that's exactly what he did. Oh my goodness. What an upset. Bird, unfortunately, gonna finish back in the second spot. What a great run there for Clark, snatching it away with our one and only attempt at a green-white checkered. My goodness, race fans, that is how you get it done late in the race. My goodness. Oh, trying to show some love, but a love tap a little bit too hard maybe there, or a little bit harder than that 73 was expecting. We're gonna wait, give you race fans a little bit of something that you like. Oh, look at it, rip it down, burn it up, baby, you deserve it. The 73 right there with the race win. And I tell you what, race fans, as he enjoys that and enjoys his celebration, we're going to step away from the track for just a brief moment, get things set up for post-race interviews. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. what a night. What a race. My goodness, gonna watch some of the last few moments here under some of the replay, slow-mo style. And I tell you what, while we do that, let's see if we can't catch in a few words with the driver that walked away with the third spot here tonight, walking away with the final podium spot. Driver of that 34 machine, Tom Richter. How you doing, brother? How you feeling?
Man, Dave, 141 laps around this little half-mile track certainly wears you out. Certainly glad to be able to come away with the third place finish tonight. There's a lot of tight racing.
A lot of tight racing. This track's pretty close quarters racing. It's pretty fast, short track in my opinion. Next week we go and visit another very fast, short track, very old school track. Do you think there's anything that maybe you or anybody on the crew that can take from tonight's race, maybe translate it over to Rockingham next week?
I don't know, Dave. I think I kind of lucked into a third place finish out here tonight. I was running 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th pretty much the entire night. Had a couple late cautions, and I left 2 sets of tires down there on the wall. But, you know, Rockingham is always a favorite track of mine to run, along with Milwaukee. We're going there in a couple of weeks as well, and hopefully so. Hopefully we can carry the momentum for the 34 team from North Wilkesboro out to Rockingham.
Well, man, after happy hour, a third place finish is nothing to shy away from. So, big shout out for a job well done, my man, and great race here tonight. Before we let you go and celebrate and enjoy the rest of your evening, would you like to give any shout outs, thank yous, love yous, or thank anybody on the side of the car?
Yeah, first off, there's a lot of green on this car. Want to thank the title sponsor and the sponsor of my car, BladeNode.com. New customers can use Blade 10 for 10% off their first package over there. Great group of guys over there, Sam, Vlad, and the entire team over at BladeNode. Secondly, I want to thank all the guys on DLI, Andrew, Tim, and Tanner. They work with me throughout the week. They make me to be a much better driver than I actually am, and I certainly appreciate their help. All the guys that run Cyber, we got 30, 35 guys, 40 guys a night out here. These guys are devoting time to the league instead of spending it with their families. So want to thank them for supporting the league and Blade Note as well. And also, Dave, in Turn 3, you're sitting down here in Turn 3. Want to thank you for volunteering your nights on a Thursday night to cover our series as well, Dave.
Well, I do appreciate the kind words, and man, it's a ball to do it. So it's a pleasure and a privilege. And again, thank you for the kind words and great race. And we'll head off into next week, see if we can't have another conversation post-race at Rockingham.
Would love to do so, Dave. Thank you.
All right, brother. All right, well, there was the driver finishing in the third spot. Tom Richter walking away with a great finish after, self-proclaimed struggling throughout the night. And now we'll see if we can't catch up with the driver that walked away in second here tonight after having the race lead. Gonna finish in second, that 81 of Mike Berg. It's Dave in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, hopefully you're not too upset with me. The broadcaster curse kind of biting you right there. You had the shot right there. Last restart, green, white, checkered. Just unfortunately not working out for you. Walk us through that last restart.
Yeah, the big thing was that was the first time I was in the lead all day, so I didn't really know what lane to choose, and I clearly chose the wrong lane. When you're on the outside, you can get a pretty good run and kind of jump the start when you're the second place car. So Bryson got a better jump than me, and if you're not ahead of the second place car going into one, you're kind of done. So, still a good race to the end. I was hoping that we'd be able to get the full 2 laps in so I could, maybe get back to him, maybe get side by side, but didn't work out that way. So we just got to move on.
Well, man, a great race nonetheless, man. I mean, a second here in Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series on Thursday nights. It's nothing to be ashamed of. A great season for you so far as well. You're doing pretty decently in the points so far this season, sitting nice. So a second place gonna do you some justice. No, it's not where you wanted to finish here tonight, but nothing to shy away from. And congratulations once again. You want to give any more shout-outs, thank yous, love yous for getting anybody on the side of the car?
Yeah, I just got to thank everyone at BladeNode.com, Cyber Thunder Racing League, Tom and all the admins, putting on a good show. Thank everybody. Well, the majority of people around me raced clean, especially when I had those newer tires and where they easily could have made life really difficult on me. But yeah, you know, we'll move on. Second place gets us a lot closer to that top 10 in points, especially with some of the bad nights that people ahead of me had. So we'll move on, and we'll go on to wherever the hell is next.
Well, I tell you what, I'll tell you where we're at next if you got to finish on the podium when we get there. So go ahead and pack up the trailer and just make the short trip over to Rockingham and start practicing, buddy. We'll see you next week, Mike.
Oh, you'll see me next week. We'll talk.
All right, my man. We'll see you there, man. Good luck. Elbows up next week, and congratulations once again on the second place.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right, there you have it. Driver walking away with the second place finish here tonight. And, well, that leaves just one left. Your race winner, the man of the hour, walking away with the big trophy here from North Wilkesboro, Bryson Clark. How you doing? How you feeling after that great last restart?
Honestly, quite surprised. I didn't think it was going to go like that. I was surprised Berg took the bottom side, especially we had kind of newer tires compared to the rest of the field. But yeah, I thought he was going to take the top, and there's no way of passing on the top side at that point. Luckily, I came down to pit when he did, and it turned out to be a good strategy. Luckily, it worked out.
Well, man, you were a constant face up inside the top 10 all night long. It looks like some of the fenders have seen a little bit better days, but all in all, a fairly clean race for you out there tonight. Was that one of the biggest factors for you and the team, just to try to keep it as clean as possible to the end of the race and maybe, just maybe, find your way in a good spot, find yourself in a good spot to maybe capitalize on somebody else's misfortune?
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I mean, there was only, I think, 3 or 4 of us that pit on that last time. So I was essentially, if we could get through everyone, it was going to be a race between us 4. Instead, unfortunately, Berg took the bottom side, or else, you know, he probably would have won if he would have took the top. But yeah, I got bumped early on, and luckily I was able to save it, not bring out a caution. But yeah, luckily I was able to keep somewhat of the thinners on it. I think the rear is a little destroyed from Tim at the end of the race, but that's about it.
All right, my man. Well, congratulations on knocking the door down on the win column this season. Hats off to you for that. Do you think conquering an old school style track like North Wilkesboro here, do you think that gets you any prepared mentally or anything like that for Rockingham next Thursday night? Just being that they're both older, more historical side of NASCAR.
I mean, I will say this track's a lot smoother than Rockingham's going to be next week.
Well, yeah, you better bring a mouth guard.
That's probably about it. Other than that, no, I'm just happy to finally get a win. It's been a while. I've had some terrible luck in the Thursday series, so it's just nice to get a W, and I can at least hang my head high on that one.
All right, Bryson. Well, once again, congratulations on capitalizing right when you needed to. Great job, great race win here tonight at North Wilkesboro. Before we let you go and celebrate, would you like to give me shout-outs, thank yous, love yous, thank anybody on the side of the car?
Yeah, I just want to thank RST Timberworks for coming on board this season. If you haven't checked them out, go and check them out on Facebook. Dude does some great work as far as woodworking goes. BladeNode.com for sponsoring the series. TRX Express is also in the car for any of your shipping needs. Longshot Motorsports, it's a good team. Luckily, Jade's one of the admins in here, so he's been good to have aboard. And then, yeah, obviously Tom for being on the league, and then you guys for broadcasting it. All the broadcasts turned out great.
Well, I do appreciate the kind words. We appreciate the kind words. And once again, congratulations on a great race win. And we look forward to maybe continuing this trend next week at Rockingham. What do you say?
I certainly hope so. I'm not opposed to it one bit.
All right, well, we'll see you there, my man. Until then, enjoy this race win.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, there you have it. Final words from your race winner, the 73 of Bryson Clark. Happy to finally break in to that winner column here in the Thursday night series in the BladeNode.com Pro Cup series. And whew, what a race it was. What a night it has been. And looks like as the music begins, we'll watch the replay of the 73 celebrate his race win as we run down your finishing order, your unofficial race results for tonight's race number 7 at North Wilkesboro in the Cyber Thunder BladeNode.com Pro Cup Series. Walking away with the race win, and somehow this is not showing the right. Oh my goodness gracious. Walking away with the race win, Bryson Clark. Mike Berg gonna finish in second. Third place will go to Tom Richter. Kyle Jett gonna finish in fourth. Fifth place, Travis Everett. Sixth will go to Tim Rogers. Brett Hahn gonna finish in seventh. Eighth place, Chris Dean. Eric Moore gonna finish in ninth. Rounding out your top 10, Eddie Behan. Bob Rogerson gonna finish in 11th. 12th gonna go to Tanner Tallarico. Cole Gray gonna finish in 13th. 14th spot will go to Jamie Beasley. 15th to Bradley Beeman. It looks like it's still about 3 positions off for some reason, so timing and scoring unfortunately not gonna work, so we'll continue down through the manual rundown. 16th position, GT Irizarry. Brian Dorsey gonna finish in 17th. 18th spot to Richard Pruitt. Mike Grandy gonna finish in 19th. 20th spot, Eric Anderson. Tyler Beeman gonna walk away in 21st. 22nd will go to Crank Bell. David Gain 4th gonna finish in 23rd. 24th will be Andy Court. Chris Wold will finish in 25th. 26th spot to Nick Flory. Jeff Sharp gonna walk away in 27th. 28th we'll go to Andrew Payne. 29th, Jay Morris. Mitchell Sturgill finishing in 30th. 31st spot going to Davey Hendricks. Zach Shahalis gonna walk away in 32nd, and finishing Shotgun Sally, tail end of the field, final finishing spot in tonight's race order, in 33rd, Bill Jett. Well, race fans, it was once again one heck of a night. Thank you all for joining us here tonight and each and every night you do on the Turn 3 Racing Network. I appreciate it, and so does everybody else back at the Turn 3 Racing Network. If you haven't already, throw these drivers a thumbs up. Click subscribe, smash the bell over there on the right-hand side to get notified anytime we go live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. And man, oh man, what a way it was to close out the night. 73 going to victory lane for the first time here on the Thursday night series, the Cyber Thunder Pro Cup Series, sponsored by BladeNode.com, Simple Web Solutions, powered by nerds. Until then, we'll see you next time, my friends. Stay safe, stay loved. Well, we'll see you next week here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.